as we proceed to give you what you need, which is a continuation of the What Kind of Day Has It Been edition of 2 drink minimum reactions. Party people, it's me. You know you're in the place to be. And I just finished talking about the girls, talk about deal breakers, one from BuzzFeed Yo. This is the guys from BuzzFeed Yo. And you know what? I actually expected the girls one to be a little bit more adversarial. I actually expected it to be a little bit more off the wall. And it was pretty moderate. It was pretty straightforward. It was pretty, like, I was more surprised at the stuff that they were saying, how those are deal breakers that they've actually encountered, as opposed to, like, hypothetical deal breakers, like hygiene and stuff. Like, I thought that once you broke out of junior high and high school, you figured that out, or you never got laid. So you figured that out before you got into the adult world. So that's interesting. Here we go. The guys are going to talk about deal breakers now. Let's see what they have to say and if I agree or not. A little bit less belligerent. It was the rum and coke. It's fantastic. What's the brand? I showed you, but it's Prestige. Prestige edition rum from West Indies. West Indian. Bomba clock. Alright, here we go. Guys talk about deal breaker starts right now.
You're a nice person. Give me something really shallow. Impress me.
For me, if they haven't seen Star Wars, it's just like, nope, sorry.
If you start picking on the stuff that I like.
If the other person says that they think video games are for kids, I'll probably just pay for the check and just walk out.
People that are like too into at all, even reality television, I just don't get it.
I think you can have different tastes than the person that you're dating, as long as you respect each other. You don't need to break up because I like country music and I like dubstep.
As long as we're talking like top.
You need to break up with someone who likes dubstep.
You're at the bottom of the barrel.
Dubstep is shit.
Bad fashion choices, I think, is a big red flag for me. When someone thinks they look really nice in something when they don't. Is that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of mean.
I don't date short
Manliest
people.
answer I've ever heard.
Oh, he's 5'4", not so much.
I have dated a couple girls that are taller than me. I'm okay with it.
A small deal breaker for me is not having nice teeth, because I had to go through, a few years to get this.
They're beautiful teeth.
Thank you.
No, I don't care about hygiene.
Oh, I care so much about hygiene.
When you're like a little ooh, like a little spicy.
No.
I can't deal with spacers. That's what they're called? Gauges?
Oh,
He's too much of a hipster to not
Years in the future,
be cool with sweat and
If a
stuff.
guy has a small dick, it's like a...
What if his heart is big?
If I see a girl who has problems,
I was wondering about
or
that
is
with gay
gonna
guys.
Drag the
Go
ex
back to that in a
along,
second.
baggage.
It's baggage. Also a problem when they physically bring baggage to the date.
I was with someone very briefly who loved cocaine. The things that you have to go through when you're with somebody who really likes cocaine, it's the biggest pain in the ass.
I mean, how do you compete with cocaine?
You can't compete with cocaine.
Sure.
It's a hell of a drug.
Sometimes it's fun, but like when you have an obsession, oh, you're not going to work now because you're doing too many drugs. That's an issue.
Also, if you hate gays, that's no good. You have a lot of other problems if you're racist or homophobic.
I would say no to a racist.
I mean, if they're hot, I'm just kidding.
I really hate when people try to tell me about my own culture before I say anything about it. Don't tell me how much you know about kimchi.
When they're not nice to their friends.
It's a good indicator of how they'll be within the relationship.
I'm a very social person, so I like somebody that is just as social. I have a few tests that I do with guys when I'm dating them. I'll have dinner with a bunch of friends and I'll take
See, this is
them out
interesting.
and I will
This is the
excuse
second
myself to the
time
restroom. If they're not
BuzzFeed
talking
has
and they're not
asked
listening to
gay
something,
guys
it's okay.
questions like this, which I'm fine with, except that it seems like they're asking the chicks on the other side, and the chicks on the other side are straight. Like, they're talking about guys. And then on the guy side, they're talking about guys.
Something I've experienced out on the field is something I'm calling emotional.
Shouldn't there be more of a mixed bag? Shouldn't there be some chicks on the other side who are talking about chicks too? Or all guys on one? Like, it's gotta be even. Like, that uneven shit is fucking with me.
I don't like it when people touch my belly.
Do you know what that is?
Testing to see if my belly's strong, which it's not.
I don't think I have that many deal breakers. At the end of the day, you're not gonna find someone that you made up.
The things that I think that I may not like in someone, I'm open to be proven wrong, except for the reality TV one.
Everybody needs a little bit of love, that's what I think.
Unless you have a small dick.
Unless you have a small dick.
Deal breaker. That's a deal. That's a deal breaker. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. BuzzFeed needs to even out if they're gonna keep doing these guys questions and girl questions, they need to even that out. They either need to have more lesbians on the girl side, or they need to move all the gay guys off of the guy side. Like, it needs to be even. Like there's a lopsidedness to what's going on here. Here's the other principle to it. One of the main reasons why people are upset about Johnny Storm being black now is because his sister is still white. And apparently there needs to be some biological thing there. It's uneven. It's very lopsided, and it's the same thing here. It's fucking lopsided here. You have a bunch of girls on one side who, for all intents and purposes, were all talking about guys. They were all talking about their experiences with guys. Whereas on the guy side, at least half of them are talking about experiences with guys. Which is fine, except it seems lopsided. It seems like BuzzFeed Yellow is pretty. We're gonna talk about guys. We're gonna talk about what we don't like about guys. So make it lopsided. Put some more lesbians on the girl side if you're gonna do that. Make it even, or take the gay guys off of the guy side if you're gonna do that. It'd actually probably be better and probably be different than other internet shows like this if you put more lesbians on the other side, as opposed to taking the gay guys off the guy side. But make it even, because this isn't even-handed. And you know what's different on the internet? Even-handedness. That's fucking different. You don't see a whole lot of that on the internet. Doesn't matter what circles you're in. Yes, the gay guy principle. I am curious about this, and it's weird because like I've known gay guys, but I've never been like close enough to ask them questions like this. Like they've always been somebody else's friend who I'm friends with for me to ask this. But what is the principle there? Like, are gay guys size queens then? Like what's the dynamic there? Like it's hard enough to navigate the whole penile size jungle when it's just your penis. You know what I mean? When you're talking about your penis versus the vagina. It's hard enough to deal with that because you know she's seen dicks most likely that are bigger than yours, different shapes, sizes, right? Like you kind of, it's like it can fuck with you if you let it, and it's easy to let it. You have to take, you're walking down that sexual corridor, and if you don't take that immediate first right, you can get fucked in that labyrinth of does my dick measure up enough? Whether it's size, thickness, longevity, color, shape, right? Whatever the fuck it is, you may be hung like a fucking horse, but if you last 30 seconds, that can fuck with you. Or if there's a mole, that can fuck with you, right? Whatever, or if you're cut or uncut, that can fuck with you, right? Now, you have that versus another dick, though, right? And so, alright, so it's already easy if you don't take that immediate right. As soon as you come to that first door, if you don't take that immediate right, you're fucked. Right? If you don't take that immediate right to, I'm not going to compare my dick to other dicks. I'm not going to ask her if my dick is better than other dicks, or is good, or on level, or what I'm just not going to do. I'm just going to fucking avoid that. You already have that going in, but now you're also comparing yourself not just to the past dicks, but to his dick. Right? To the other guy's dick. Like, how do that, you know what I mean? And I've heard of, or at least the jokes that gay guys will have about dick size, right? And it's like, are they size queens like that? And like, if you're gay and you have a small dick, are you still a size queen? And like, can you be like, are you technically allowed to be a size queen if you're packing like 2 or 3? You know what I mean? Like, how? What are the dynamics? Like it seems like this huge puzzle. Watch it. This huge fucking puzzle to have to deal with if you're gay. Like it's a balancing act because you don't have to deal with the whole waiting game that women make you go through to have sex, because even though they claim to want it as much as men, right? They don't do that whole holding it off and using it as a bargaining chip thing. You're just dealing with another guy who wants to have sex. But for the price of that, you now have this other thing to deal with. I'm wondering, like, that just seems like it seems like it could fuck with you. It really does seem like it could fuck with you. So, That's interesting. That's the interesting takeaway from what one of those guys said. The rest of them, again, I gotta go back to the whole. This is not even-handed. This is kind of lopsided. Like between the two, it's not even-handed. And even in this video, it seems like there are more gay guys in this video than straight guys. Which, fine, whatever, but there were like 0 lesbians in the other one. So even it out, BuzzFeed Yellow. Even it out. That's it for this one. That's it for this one. Stay tuned. We're going to get to lighter, better. This is not better, because everything I do is awesome. You fucking know that. That's why you're here. That's why you're subscribed. That's why you're liking. That's why you're sharing. That's why you're retweeting. That's why you're doing all the stuff you're going to do. But we're going to get to some happier stuff. Now that I've vented, I'm going to calm down a bit. Take it easy. Roll on through to the next one.